I just checked that everyone, I think one more question to come in. That's Falola. Right, so that she doesn't miss out. Okay, let me go back to my sharing there. Anyway. Okay, so that's what I said. But please, again, do what works for you. We're talking about OAT within Part C, and being able to look through the test. Don't worry about understanding the test in details. It is not an exam. They're not going. It's not like they're going to ask you to define anything. So don't worry. Either you understand everything in the test. Just give yourself general sense of the test. When you can come to answer the question will guide you through the test. All right, so quickly now, let us share, let us try to do some practice. I'll bring out the test then. Now, I need to know if all of you have access to the reading group package, you have access to the drive.
No, I don't have. It doesn't allow me in.
Okay, who is that, please?
Trevor.
Okay, so if you use the recent link I sent into the group, I wonder what at the moment our websites they're doing some reconstruction, so that's why I'm sending the link directly to the group. So it's the same thing that is on the learning portal. So I'm just sending directly into the group. So and I just quickly have to say this, that please don't wait for me to send the class before somebody else, like Jennifer was doing actively. Like, you can use the resources available and keep track in a daily practice like that. So if you go to the reason I'm saying this is a reading module for the people doing complete module, you will have the module like that there. I've sent this to you, the complete OET module for Synergy. Now, for reading that we are doing, if you open the reading test, you will have audio live classes, OET reading resources, and the pre-assessment task. For those that have completed this, I think most people have done that, but if you haven't, please do. These things are there for you to use, and remember, the more you practice, the more you get. So if you go to the reading resources, there are textbooks there for if you don't have any book, you can download this, you can print this yourself. So like this is a textbook, or it's updated reading for all profession. There's another OET preparation book that you can download. This is the reading homework. So for our homework, we'll be using this. For our classes, we'll be using this, okay? Reading homework. So let's take, like, for instance, let's use the first one to practice. I'm just going to re-download this.
Please, ma'am, I have a question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. I noticed that sometimes you used to mention that a particular person is for reading only.
Yeah.
I don't understand this kind of exam. Is it that maybe she passed?
No, I have two people that they only registered for reading one module. They only want to do tutorials. They're okay with the rest of the parts, but they need extra help in, the reading.
Okay.
You understand? So that's what they enrolled with Synergy for tutorials, not the complete module.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah. I think Elizabeth and there's another person. Yeah, I didn't. Okay, yeah, only reading. So, and that's.
Sorry, I think I need some clarification here. You
Yeah.
said something that if you go to portal, we see a kind of a textbook in regards to OET. I don't know, is it about reading or generally? Are we having access to that textbook?
Yeah, that I just show you now. So if you are
I
having
think
any
so. That's what
difficulty,
for some of us was able. I didn't have any portal. Is what you sent to me that I do. Basically, most of the textbooks I downloaded it on and on PDF, and I'm doing it. But the textbooks, I don't know. Maybe you can actually send to me to my WhatsApp chat, so I'll be able to download on my phone.
okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, I can see your screen. I see it's a reading resource. I see reading Moodle.
Yeah, so I think I sent you this reading module. It's a
I
package.
think
So if you open it, you will
okay.
find, if you open the OET the reading module, this is what you should find. And then you go to OET reading resources. So from the resources, you have how to improve your test, the part B exercise, all these are there. And everything is there. All you just have to do is to click and download it.
Okay.
All right, I'll try. I'll try
Yeah.
to do that. But I think I've told you last time when we are doing normal chatting that I'm still having difficulty in some of the things. And you said you open my portal for me in the next 24 hours, and I don't think I've have an access to that. Anyways, but I'll still try. If unable, I'll chat you up.
Okay, please. So that's why I sent it to WhatsApp, because like I said, the portal is they're doing construction there now, so it's not active. So that's why I'm sending it directly, but I can resend it to you.
I think you're better.
Yeah, I can resend the link to you again. And I've granted access to everybody. But please, can I beg, please do not share with somebody that did not enroll, because
Because I will also pay now. They should go and pay. That's what they did to me now.
no,
When they did not tell me that people do something online. And I
no,
said, I started fighting them that are they crazy? So they want to waste my money. Do you know how much I pay in euro?
okay. So the reason why I'm saying this is that I've had to, remove access for candidates, because I noticed that it was shared. Because if you are logging in, the reason why I put it in a drive is that so I can monitor candidates
Okay.
that access. And I've had candidates that throughout the test, throughout the period of the training, they did not attend the classes. Even despite all the prompts, you are sending this to them to read and they don't do it. So like we know that you can take us to the river, but you can't force us to drink water from the river.
Oh, no, no,
So it's also a way for me to track who and who is attending to class. So if you click on anything I sent to you, is in a drive, it will tell me so person logged in. If I find somebody else logging in that is not in the class, then I know that somebody has shared somewhere. So please help our business, help our efforts. There's so much effort that has gone into this. So like I told you, I had to go and train for OAT. I paid more than 600 euros for this. And I also have to take my own time several times to study as if I have exam, so that I can give the best to candidates. So thank you so much. So let's do a practice here. Today is Sunday. We are going to church. For those that are going to church, like myself, I'm actually doing Sunday school this morning. All right, so this is the practice test. So let me send this to everybody so we can open if you have a laptop, so that we can open it and practice it together. Sure,
I want to pick my laptop.
Okay. Fumilayo Abe, did she not continue with the exam?
Fumilayo.
I think it was one of your friends you referred.
Fumilayo. I met so many people here, so they have interest. I don't know which one of them.
No, she actually enrolled, but I just saw her leave the group now, but at the same time, she has not been practicing, so she has not been participating.
She enrolled.
Yeah.
Similar
Well, if
value.
you pass, no, if you pass, the IELTS nǹkan.
Yeah.
I
you know,
don't
people,
think it's for me. I don't think.
okay.
It's Oluwakemi that I introduced.
See, hello, coach.
Yeah.
With all sincerity, is IELTS better than this or this better than IELTS?
Wait, let me just go off recording first because yeah, we are talking about something else that is not part of the class.
Yeah.
All right, so let's practice this quickly. Reading tests. One, using the reading homework. So like I said, you can go through this. Remember, you have up to this is a 48-page reading homework. There are so many practice tests that you can practice there. So take it one after the other and just tick it. I've done this, and you can go back if maybe you score 20 in this particular test one, this number one, and tomorrow you can try it again. So don't be so like, I want to try everything. You can come back and try again. It's got 20 today, tomorrow you can get 35 and like that. So this is part A. Remember to read the instruction. Okay. And the instruction here says that look at the 4 tests. It's look for each question 1 to 20, look through the test A to D, write your answer all the questions. So read the instruction. Don't be too much in a haste to read your instruction. Now, we said that for every test, they always have a title. So part A, this one is talking about fracture, dislocation, and sprain. Why should you pay attention to the title? It gives you an idea of what could be in the test. So test A is talking about fracture, sprain, and dislocation. So we are using QTA, right? So QTA, what question first? Question. Part A question. So because this is QTA does not apply in part A. So part A, because you have multiple choice, so you need to go through the test. QTA and QAT will apply in part B and basically part B. So this is the option 1 to 7. Remember I said that this, you can skip question 1 to 7 if that worked for you, and go to question 8 to 14. So for question 8 to 14, answer each of these questions 8 to 14 with a word or short phrase from one of the tests. Each answer may include words, number, or both. So number 8 says there, what should be used to elevate a patient fractured leg? What should be used to elevate a patient fractured leg? So what are the key words from this question? Elevate.
Elevate.
Leg. Fracture leg. Elevate. So I'll go to the test. So remember, it is either of the 4 tests. So test A, fracture leg. So definitely fracture. Test A is talking about fracture. So let's read through that quickly. Once you find your answer, you can put it in the chat box. So if you can tell us as well in the chat box where you found your answer.
Chivinse.
XB.
No, I think it's pillow. I used to elevate the leg.
What test?
Text B.
That should be D, I guess.
No, text B.
Sorry, that's B. Sorry. I cannot even.
Management.
Under the management.
Management.
Elevate the limb is linked for hand.
Pillow. A pillow.
So, now, so your answer is
B.
Test B, so it is not a pillow. So you see there, you put a pillow. So it is what test? So you are going to use test A,
Okay.
B, C, or D as your answer.
B.
Okay. B.
Okay,
B.
let me go back to that question. Yeah. What should be used to elevate a patient fracture leg? I know that the test says that a pillow, but the question here is telling you that which of the tests?
No, is that right short phrase? Answer each questions 8 to
Question
14
8 to
with a
10
small or
with a
short
word
phrase.
or short from one of the tests.
Yeah, should be
Each
pillow.
answer may include words, number, or both. So what should be used to elevate a patient fracture leg?
A pillow.
A
Or
pillow.
pillow.
Elevate the limb, a sling for arm injuries
A pillow for leg injuries.
or leg injuries. So and you found that in test B. So how were you able to get it? First of all, this test A is just definition, because what you're talking about is management. It is this part that's talking about immediate management. So I will not waste my time on test A because it's just definition. Test C is talking about drug therapy treatment. Test D, technique for plaster back slap for arm fractures. Now, sometimes if you have not gone through test B, you might want to think that, oh, maybe test D could be the answer because it's also talking about management.
Go to church.
So if you notice that you don't have to go through all the tests to get your answer. You understand? But sometimes, please don't be too much in a hurry. Quick answer and go. Because if you come, for instance, if you come to this test B now, there could be something similar that looks like it. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So
Yes.
because you have read test A, you can't find the answer, you go to test B, oh, the answer is there. That does not mean that you should not scan through test C and test D.
Okay.
Because there might even be an answer that is more accurate and more specific in the other tests. So that's just something for us to know. Let's go to question 9. What's the maximum dose of morphine per kilo of a patient weight that maximum dose? So the key word here is that you're looking at maximum, you're looking at morphine dose. Yeah, let's say of patient's weight.
You can find that one at test C.
Just put your answer in the chat box. Some people are still looking for it.
Okay.
So ordinarily, because you have seen in the question that the keyword you have morphine, and you understand each of the tests. So test C is talking about drug therapy. You can easily just go to test C to get your answer.
Yes.
Okay, so what is the answer there?
That's 0.2 milligram.
8.2 milligram.
In those adults only. That's the maximum of 10 milligram. I'm not convinced. Convince me.
Yeah, it said in kilogram. It's not saying in milligram. The 10 milligram is in milligram, but it said in kilogram. The maximum of morphine to be given to the patient in kilogram. I would think is 0.2 kilogram.
No,
Because 10
milligram per
milligram is
kg.
actually maximum, which is talking about the total that the patient can have in milligram. But the question is talking in maximum in kilogram.
Which
And
0.2
milligram per
per
kilogram.
kg.
So to me, is that 0.1 to 0.2 milligram per kg? Of course, I'll pick 0.2 because that's the maximum there. And the 10 milligram is that one is talking about the total maximum of 10 milligram of morphine, which is not in kilogram. If I'm right, I think I'll pick 0.2 milligram per kilo.
Any other person? Only 2 people have answered, though,
She's right, 0.2 milligram per kilo.
and you are convinced.
Yes.
So let's go back to the question. Maximum dose of morphine per kilo of a patient's weight. This is the strength, 10 milligram. The routes doesn't matter, they are IV, whatever. It's just a maximum dose per kilo. Adults, 0.1 to 0.2 milligram per kilogram to a maximum of 10 milligram. Add initial dose of 2 milligram, then 0. Whatever, to a maximum dose, maximum of 10 milligram. So because there's no per kilo in front of 10 milligram, do we think that's
Exactly.
not the answer?
Yes.
Any contrary? Oh, I'm alone.
So the
Alright.
answer now is 0.2 milligram per kilogram.
Yes, that's what I will pick.
Please, you're on your own. Oh. Shoyebo, are you convinced that the answer is 0.2 milligram?
Because I'm just looking at it, that's 0.2 milligram per kilogram. I think the answer is 0.2 milligram, but I'm not yet confused about that kilogram per kilogram.
No,
So
I'm not saying that kilogram is slash. I think he put slash.
Yes.
So does it mean
The
that?
answer should be 0.2 milligram now.
But it
Yes.
says here that 0.1 to 0.2
Yeah.
milligram per kilogram
Per
to a
kilogram.
maximum of
Of
10
10 milligram.
milligram.
So it's okay. I'm okay.
To a
Okay, my answer is
maximum of 10
0.2
milligram.
milligram.
So
Yeah.
why is the answer not 10 milligram?
Because 10 milligram
Because
is not
that's the
1
maximum.
kilo.
It's
And
not
they said
Answer
we should
should be per
copy, and
kilo.
he said we should copy the answer directly at the way it was written. So if I'm putting 10 milligram now, that means that I'm likely to wrong because per kilogram is not at the back of it. So to
10 milligram is not per kilo,
Yeah.
per
So-
kilogram.
check the question again, please.
wait, let's go and check our answer.
Are you confused?
You will see
Yeah,
yourself.
confused too.
You will see
Yeah,
yourself.
that's so crazy. All this exam.
Me, I'm not convinced that the answer is
I'm confused.
your
Oh.
answer.
I'm here. It's 0.2.
Because you have done it before.
One, I've done it before. Because the first time I did it, I made a mistake because I picked 10 too, which is wrong.
Because she has
0.2
done it before. You
milligram.
see, that's why she said 0.2 milligram here.
Yeah, do you see that? So I have to go back to the question and go and reread again.
Okay.
But what of if one didn't put that per kilogram there? Because
Do you
is
know
wrong.
one thing that,
yeah,
sorry,
in
do
bracket.
you know one thing I've learned from these OAT tips? It's just that they want your answer. They want the answer the way it was written in their text.
Exactly. Exactly.
So,
So
don't
if package is not there, it is wrong.
they will mark it wrong.
It is
Yeah.
wrong because they asked you per kilogram.
They will mark it wrong. Even if you like write Rena, don't put L, they will wrong it. Because they will say it is inside that text.
All right. So I did that because, okay, we are ending in 10 minutes. So, yeah. So that's the way the options can be confusing. So you really need to understand it. So let's go. Where's the next one? Even though I've done this thing before, I just got confused this time. All right, so which part of the limb may need extra padding?
Bony prominences
Yeah.
in text D.
Yes. I think some of us that we did questions, we should not kuku talk. Let's allow some of our people that
Okay.
have not done it.
This
Because
is the answer.
ordinarily, I know the answer.
Yeah,
You
this
should
is where
send
the
me-
answer is.
Yeah, so it's just like waste of my time of answering this thing. Let people
No,
that
no,
have
no.
not
It's
even done
good. It's good. It reinforces. There's
it.
reinforcement
All right. Okay.
is also good in learning. So it's
Okay. That's true.
the
Sha.
Then we
learning
should be
style.
careful. Somebody put bony prominence. It is bony prominences.
They will not mark it. Oh. Put bone in here. They will not it for you.
And don't just say prominences. It has to be bony
Prominence.
prominences. Okay. All right. So I think that's about part A. We can go to parts B and C. I want to see if we can touch each of the parts. So I'll
Yeah.
leave you to continue to the practice. So part B. So in part B, in this part of the test, there are 6 short extracts. So this is the part that, you know, for question 1 to 6, choose the answer A, B, or C. Choose the answer A, B, or C, which you think fits best. So this part was say we can use the QTA or QAT, okay? Read the question. The manual informs us that the blood pressure monitor. So looking at what is this man talking about? Blood pressure monitor. This is the test you have to read. You don't have much tests. So instruction manual, digital automatic blood pressure monitor. So here you need to read. Question, read the question, the answer, options, and then the test. That's QAT. Once you find the answer, put it in the chat box.
Yeah, I don't even know how to the chat box. I can't find them again. Okay.
Just let me know where in the test you found it.
Okay. Should I? Don't let me talk. Let's other people talk.
Exactly.
Mm.
Are we done?
Yes.
There's somebody else that has not dropped the. Okay, that's Elizabeth. So where is the answer?
Second line. This may result
That's
in
an incorrect
incorrect
operation.
operation.
Yes.
May not
Potato
work.
nutrition.
So the manual informs us that the blood pressure method may not work correctly in close proximity to some other devices. is likely to interfere with the operation of other medical. So, how did you achieve that answer? Elimination and inclusion.
Yes, I eliminated C because it was not mentioned.
Okay.
Mm.
Yes.
And then A,
Then A says it's likely to interfere with other operation of,
Frequency.
is
with the
likely to
operation
interfere
of,
with
yeah.
the operation of other medical, which is indirect. It is not really directly that,
Stated.
yeah, it's not in direct order. How do I put it now?
Okay. So again, we are applying our strategy to
Mhm.
this. You are doing inclusion and elimination.
Mm.
I like the fact you said that option C is not even here
Mm.
at all. So that is a quick one.
I think I have contrary opinion to that. Actually, B is my answer too. But option C, if you check the last paragraph, that said both care should be taken to avoid the use of the monitor within 7 meters of the cell phone or other devices generating strong electrical or whatever chemical. To me, should be considered safe to us in all hospital environments. Although sometimes the question may be tricky in such a way that the answer is actually wrong, but it does not say that they cannot still use some things within the hospital setting, but they said 7 meters apart.
But it's not specifically, you see, all these tests considered
Yeah.
safe to use. Hospital environment was not mentioned in the test.
Yeah, hospital
Exactly.
was not
So
mentioned
if
at all.
you implication by implying, it could mean it, but remember we said that anything that is not here,
In the test, we should
don't
not
try
take
to
it.
use your
Yeah.
trying to help them to think, oh yeah, but it should be in a normal reality, but because it is not in the test, then it is not the answer. All right,
Yeah.
so we go with B. So that's the same way we apply to the rest for part B. Elimination, use of QTA or QAT as it is. Unfortunately, I won't be able to go through all this, but I need you to stay behind in the next 30 minutes, or if you have more time to practice one. You can take any of these. We can take number 2. If you have not done it, you can take, just go through this reading homework. That is your homework. If I think I need to allocate a class rep now to deputize for Jennifer. So Elizabeth, you can do this especially for the reading. Just continue. If you can screenshot per day, we have one test, or you can say go to reading practice 3 today. We are using this as the homework, for the booklet. So you can, today we are doing reading practice 10. So everybody goes to 10. That does not mean that you cannot do more than that, but that is, that's what we can work with and we can get better results. Is that okay?
Okay.
All right, so thank you so much. It's been a wonderful time having you all. This is the first time we are having revision together with the new candidates. So I wish you all the best in your practice. Please, if there's anything that you are not sure of, or you get confused in between during your practice, please always ask. Just come ask in the general group so that other people can, take leave. Some people can have even the answer faster than I get back to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
right.
you.
Have a lovely
Yeah.
Sunday.
And you
Yeah, you
too.
too.
Thanks
Thanks so much.
Bye.